Hello everyone, in today's DIY tutorial I'm going to talk about something different. In front of everyone is a DJI drone. This is Mavic Air. So thanks Greg for sending me this drone. According to what he says, this drone was drowned in water before its malfunction. I already powered this drone up and take off all those propellers. And this is the remote controller, this is crystal sky monitor, and this is the drone. And you can see from the drone everything seems function because that is the lens. You see that the front lens is still working, everything is good, but the only problem here is this red one. It says it's a battery arrow. Let's take a close look. If you look at this Chinese here, that it says it's a battery arrow. If you click this one, it mentions this battery has communication arrow. You have to use official DJI battery, but for sure this is official. And all the information inside the battery is invalid. So basically this battery seems can be seen by this drone. So I'm going to open this one to see if we can have this drone get fixed. Let's start today's DIY fix. First, just take off the batteries. Have an inspection of the batteries. Everything, all the pins looks good, and all the contacts here seems good as well. According to Greg said, after this one get drowned in the water, he put this one in the rice and make it dry, but still some part is fully dry up. I think we need to open it to see the internal circuits to see what happens there. Let's open it. To open the drone first, you have to find two little hidden screws. As you can see, there's one here, and also there's one here. Just carefully remove these two screws. And also the issue is that they put a little bit of plastic cover there to stop this one from unscrew. So basically you have to use a little bit of force just to break that cover, and use a little bit of down force, and you see, and open it. And make sure you don't screw the stuff there. Alright, so one finally is done. Oh, I don't know where it goes. Anyways, we're going to open it. It will come out eventually. So this is the second one. Using the same thing, you have to put down force, break that plastic segments, then open this one. Again, down force. Alright, I think I open it, and this time, well, this time it comes out perfectly. Yeah, exactly as you see, this is the plastic. So since it's out, I just break it. You see this one? That is the plastic. So one, put aside. So once these two screws off, so that is the one that fixes the covers. Now we need to get the cover out. So I'm just using my fingernail right now, as you can see, just to break it. And it's still a little bit too hard. I'm using a plastic card. Okay, this is the Amazon gift card. Anyways, see that? It just keeps coming into the cover. Yeah, I can see the basically that as you can see that is just the teeth inside. We just need to get the teeth out. Okay, now what? I just can't believe it. I just opened the cover. I just spent almost like, okay, finally it comes out. This is the cover. So everything is nice. Looks like the plastic is pretty strong. No teeth get break during the the opening. So I'm still need to get that screw out. Where is that? Okay, now this one is also out. Same thing. Take off the plastic, and that's it. Put it aside. Okay, now it's the first step. Everything gets opened. Oh, now we can see. This is the fan. This is the GPS module. That is usually. Now we need to continue to open it until we see the circuit board. Okay, let's keep walking on this. I still find that there's another plastic cover at the back. We need to work it on. So we need to work it out. Let's put it using same technique. Just to try to open this one. Oh, now it looks like this one is just a double-side tape. There's no teeth for that. So this job becomes a little bit easier. So you just keep sliding in the plastic card. Okay, it's a little bit thin glasses, thin plastic, so just don't put too much force on it. Alright, so this one is off, so everything perfectly off. Now I think the rest of them is just need to take care of all those screws. 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair. I think that cover will be off. Let's do that. Alright, the last one just won't come out. Okay, now everything, I think this cover now can be very nicely take it off. And also this the door also opened. There's something still attached to that. Oh, that is the ribbon, the pipe. So they glue to the back of this one. Just be very gentle. Just take this one off. So now this one is off. Put it aside. So that is the ribbon I'm talking about. This using this one just cling to the cover. All right, let's see. This is the circuit board we have right now. By examine everything so far, I don't see any water stain, something like that. So I think we need to continue to further down. If you examine carefully, you will find that this fan, this cooling fan, looks like it is using a double-side tape to the board. So I'm going to use same technique and just be careful. See, slowly it comes out. All right, so now this one is off, and it has a pin there, so we just take it out. All right, now the fan is off. So let's continue disassembling next. This one, if you look carefully, looks like it's a cover for those the cable. So we need to take off 1, 2, 3, 4 in order to remove these cover plates. Let's do that. Indeed, you can see that this one gets open. Now I can see all the water stain here. As you can see that, you see this is all the stain here. A lot of them. So yeah, let's clean it up. And also this wire, as you can see that there's a lot of stain here as well. This is not good. So let's clean up. Oh, I can see a lot of water stain here as well. So I'm going to use the alcohol. 99% alcohol. Be careful, those are extremely flammable. And we need to clean up all those stains. Lots of them. Because all the stains will be make the circuit board maybe conductible. So we need to clean up all of them while we are working on it. Pop out these three interface. As you can see here, one, using my hand. Let's do this first. Yeah, this one. Cable off. Looks like the contact here, everything here looks like it's okay. Let's continue just to okay, so the whole thing is off. If you think about it logically, this portion should be okay because those are connected to the IMU. Right now the IMU, everything is working, so there's absolutely no reason to suspect this part. So I will let it pass and continue this one. Right now to me it's like this one under this heat sink, those stuff. If we look at it here, oh, this is the battery compartment. So this is connection of here. Something we need to maybe focus on the back of this one. Let's continue to disassemble until we can see everything here. 1, 2, 3. This is the GPS module. At a certain point, I used a lot of downforce, so I decided to just to pack this one in order not to put a lot of force on this one. So this one will sit very nicely on the table, so I can use a lot of downforce on that. Not only because of the tight screw, it's also because they put a lot of those glue on it. This is why make it even harder just to unscrew. If you see that those blue things here, those are the screw. Those are the glues they put it on before they screw it in. So now these three, I put it here. So let's open this GPS. Oh wow! Look at this GPS. Wow! If you look at this here, I'm not sure if you can focus. So if we can focus here, you can see there's a lot of stains. VCC, TX, RX, all those signals. Wow! There's a lot of things coming off. So I need to clean them up. I think this is a potential problem. Even this one seems it's okay, but it's still, the GPS module might have problem once it's in flight mode. So make a clean. And I also realize the contact, there's a problem. So I need to using different tool to clean it up. The tool I'm going to use is this is a very fine craft tool to do the craft job. So I need this one. See that? It's very fine thing. I need to clean all those pins. Yeah, I'm not sure at this point should I remove the cover to take a look at what is inside the GPS module. I want to make sure everything inside there's no stain on it. Okay, I open this. Looks like it is fine. So no stain inside. So basically I put it back. Yeah, I think right now this module is okay. So I just put it aside. Now the things, this contact pin I need to clean up the other side of the contact pin. So getting more alcohol. Just to clean up this contact here. Now we are getting close to the exciting part. That we still have one screw here. As you can see, there's a lot of cables get connected. So we put this one. We unscrew this one. And as you can see, there's a cover plate for that. So then I pop that out. So this one is off. So seems okay. There's a two screw here. The copper plate. So 1, 2. Okay, now this copper plate is off. Under the copper plate, there's a contact here. 1 here. 3 here. Alright, 1, 2, 3 off. Wow. This is the worst. This is the worst part. Let's remove this cover. Wow. That's the main thing. So this one has to be cleaned up very carefully. But before we do the final diagnose, we need to pop out this one as well. Okay, this one popped it off. I think we are okay. Oh, we still have two antenna, the compass antenna here. See, that's the one we need to take it off. This one has to be extremely careful. In the past, I have screwed up these little pins, so you have to be very gentle about this, removing those pins. Alright, I guess we are okay to there's still one thing. I think here, what is this? Oh no, it's basically off now. Yeah, it's off, you see? Alright, it's off. Wow. Look at here. Look at here. Lots of stains, a lot of rust. It's been a while now. So let's remove this one and clean them up. The main thing right now is here. We need to clean up this part as much as possible. And using the tool just to separate those pins. The rust looks like the rust is seems all the pins are just get screwed. This has to be do a lot of careful job here. This board, I will just leave it there. I think it's fine now. So let's continue. This is the one we know. This is the battery compartment is here. Oh, this is all the pins. I can see all the battery pins here. And this one this portion is extremely dirty, so we need to clean it up. I think this board is the main board. This is the power board, plus all the ESC, all those the control for those motors, stepping motors. So those are, I can see those are all the line up arrays. That is basically the ESCs. The only thing I want to do that is just to make sure this portion, the ESC board connection to the main IMU board, I think they are also good. So this is the only connection right now. So I just open it. Oh, it's get tight. Again, a lot of downforce. I can see there's a stain here. I just want to make sure there's no stains in this interface. So then I just pop it out. Yeah, if I pop it out, looks like it's fine. No, I can't see that. I can't say that. No. You see this circuit board? Wow. In fact, I'm glad I just opened it. Yes, I think this was, in fact, this is the one that I should focus on. Because this is the power board to the motherboard, plus all those ESC controls. This is so important. I think I need to focus on this area to make sure everything is clean on those contacts. And by visual check to make sure nothing, you see here, alright, I need to make sure everything is good here. Alright, since I already cleaned it up, so I'm pretty confident right now this portion should be good now. So I just close it. Okay. So now this one has to be very tight because this one is shaking. We don't want any loose of the connection of the power board and also the ESC control. Yeah, to me, I don't think there's any reason that I will just lift it up and clean the other side. Because right now it looks like all the stains from this side. I don't see any trace of the thing at the back. So I will trust the back of this circuit board to be okay. The next, we just need to restore everything, put it back. Okay. So it's time just to restore everything. Yeah, the first one is just put this connection back. So alright, this connection, make sure it's good. I remember there's tape here. Yes, so I put this one back. 1, 2, 3. Very nice click sound. And this one here. Two. Very nice. So this one is back. The next is to the antenna. I still have antenna here, and this is another antenna, and very nicely click well and using your fingertip, using your fingernail. Very nicely click. So now everything is being restored. So now I'm still missing those pipes. So click on. I have this one now. This one is nice. As I said, there's nothing wrong with the IMU. So basically, I just go ahead and click it. It's on. On. And this one on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything is good. So don't forget our GPS module. The GPS module is here. Alright. GPS module is back. Yep. Now we need to put the plate, the IMU plate, to secure those cables. The two big ones on the side. So the IMU plate cover is done. Now it's time just to put back the fans. Make sure you have the right direction. The pins are on the top. So just put it back. So now this one should be back. There's a small pin here. You just align it and you just hopefully the double side tape will still work. Now looks like everything gets restored. Maybe it's the time to have a quick test. Let's see. So it's time just to have a quick test to see if we can fix the problem or not. Power it on. So far so good. So let's have our stuff back. So let's have our crystal sky monitor here. Now let's get started. Let's go to the most exciting part. Let's see. Wow, look at that. We don't have the arrow anymore. Wow, it only shows just the remote controller has less power. It's for this one. But other than that, we fixed the problem. Let's continue. Let's see if we can spin. Wow, it works. Fixed. Wow. So basically that is the water stain when I clean up all those circuits. Now everything's working now. Forget about these red lights. It's just because of the warning lights of the remote controller. But other than that, if you look at it here and do one more try, spin, it works. So there's no problem right now. Okay, so I think I will just continue to put everything back. I think that's end up with this video. Alright, let's continue to put everything back. Well, we just carefully put these two back and glue to the top. So this is the cable. Everything is nicely put it back. Then I think we forgot to put these two things back. The gate. Alright. Don't forget to put this DJI, the silver plate on. And the final one, it's the cover plate. Everything's good before we put it on. See, click, click, click. Alright. Remember the two screws that gets covered the plate, and we just do from the bottom up. So one is back. Okay, now it gets tightened. Alright, so basically this one is tightened now. So, well, everything looks like it's good now. I just put it back. And maybe we should do a final test of this one. If everything's good, then we are good to go. So let's go from the crystal sky. Alright, we can see everything. Let's check the battery right now. The battery module. So you see battery module, everything is nice. And we can see the battery information. It says cycle time 25 times. It was made in 2018 in February. So this one was purchased almost like 3 years ago. Now everything is good. Now we make a fake. So now you take it off. Everything is nice. So everything is good now. So let's end up with this video. So just to summarize today's video, and the problem of this one was because of the water drown. As you can see, when I open it up, first it got the GPS module that gets screwed up. Although it doesn't show it here, but eventually it will show up when this guy take flight. And the main thing, the problem at the bottom plate, that is the power plus the ESC control, and the interface from there to the main board, that one is totally rusted. That is mainly causing the issue. So when I clean up all those stuff, and looks like everything is working now. So okay, that is the summary. If you like my fix, just please give your comments or thumb up, or you just subscribe to my channel. And thanks for today's DIY watching. See you next time.